thought tonight that we came out really flat to start the game. That's my responsibility as a head coach to get us ready to play. And obviously I didn't do a very good job of getting us ready to compete in this game. So I got to figure that out, make sure that we get off to a better start in our next game. That's my responsibility as a head coach's program. I got to give Miami a lot of credit. They really came out tough, and this is an urgent game, I think, on both ends. I think we both knew what this game could possibly mean down the stretch. And this is a pivotal game in the conference. I thought that we were both in a position where you win this game, you have a little bit of control of your destiny, and you're not waiting on tiebreakers and things like that. And they came out and they took it, and they played well. I got to give them a lot of credit. I thought that down the stretch we got matched up pretty good and got some things going, but a little too late. And obviously, when you're fouling, you're playing from behind, you're gonna give them some opportunities, a couple of easy baskets, and we did that. And it's just part of us getting better as a team and learning. You can't give up 44 points in the paint. I mean, you can't do that. We're not gonna look at the foul count because we were fouling late, and obviously that inflated that number. But there's no way you can win a game giving up 44 points in the paint like that and expect to come out on top. That's not a formula to win basketball games. Just got to give them Miami a lot of credit that they played really well. I thought that we didn't play as well as we have been playing, and we didn't really turn them over a lot. They didn't get a lot of turnovers in our press. They got some in the half court, which kept us close here and there. But you know, that's it. You know, we gotta get better. It's my responsibility. You know, my kids play hard, and I thought that they really just tried to compete tonight, but something was just missing. We just didn't have that spark, and we'll be okay, and we'll get it back. You know, we got games left, and at least we're not having this press conference right now, and we're talking about next year, right? So we got a lot of basketball left, and we're gonna get better, and we're gonna improve and come out and get a W on the road on Sunday.
You mentioned the 44 points in the paint. What was Miami doing that was so effective inside?
Actually, really nothing. They were just walking in the paint and stealing us and turning around shooting layups. I mean, it really wasn't anything too tricky. They just got deep post position, and we talked about that a lot in practice. And we talked about them sealing us and making sure that we don't play behind them in the post. And I thought a lot of times that they came down and they showed us we stood behind them and gave them easy catches. And you know, we're in the best conference in the country. You give any post player in this conference that deeper catch, they're gonna make shots.
Brianna, with the 4 turnovers in the first, I think, 9 minutes. How frustrating of a night with her? She finished with some pretty decent stats, but overall, just how frustrating of a night do you think it was for her?
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things where we have to secure the ball. You know, we can't get touches in the paint, and we have 16 turnovers, and she has 5 of them. You know, that's not acceptable for us to be having those kinds of turnovers, and we're in the paint. So, you know, she has to do a better job of that. She understands that. We don't, you know, that's not. I don't think that's gonna be a conversation we're gonna have tomorrow. That she needs to do a better job of ball security. But, you know, to her defense, she had 11 and 9 in 24 minutes. That's not a bad clip for her. And you know, she made 5 out of her 6 free throws. Probably the best free throw shooting night she's had, almost probably even this season. So there were some positives in her game. She can't turn the ball over, and she can't be in foul trouble. That's it.
That being said, Bria did come in. I think she even had more minutes in the first half than Brianna. What did you see from Bria? And it looked like she was, making a difference out there.
Well, she did well in spots, but I think that overall in the post we didn't play well. So I think that's some of the blame that I have to shoulder myself to make sure that we do a better job with our interior defense, and then our players have to commit to doing what we ask them to do in front of the post and not letting them get deep post catches. That's just our principle. If their post player has 2 feet in the paint, you're fronting that, and that's just what one of our principles are.
Only 16 turnovers for Miami, one of the fewest you forced this season. Why do you think you weren't able to get those 20 to 25 turnovers like we're so used to seeing?
Well, it's just about making shots too. We didn't make a lot of shots. I thought that our percentage was decent for us. Shooting 31% second half is actually pretty daggone good. It's sad to say, but it is. But we just didn't get enough. We didn't make enough baskets. We didn't get enough dead balls to really get into our press. And then too, we didn't shoot a lot of free throws, so we couldn't press off free throws. We shot 18 free throws in the game. So we didn't have a lot of dead ball opportunities to even set our press up.
And you gave up 85 points, and it's the first loss to an unranked team. Do you feel like this was the worst game of the season for you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I thought that we didn't play well. This first game that I think that we lost, we didn't play well. I think there were other games where we lost. I thought that we had solid games, and we just lost to some teams that had some really good players and made some plays down the stretch. I thought that we played a team that was pretty evenly matched with, and they played well, and we didn't. So yeah, it does feel like one of the worst losses of the season, because I just feel like we didn't play well. But I really felt like, on top of this, and make sure you write this under the headline that he said he didn't play well, that I thought that we played really hard, and that's going to be important.
Brianna Butler was shooting 50% at the half. You know, she hadn't missed a shot from inside the three-point line. How are you feeling about her play at that point in the game?
Well, Butler is doing the same thing that we need her to do. She's getting looks. She's taking really good shots, and I think that at the end of the day, she has to continue to do what she does, because every time she catches the ball and the ball leaves her hands, the other team with the best, they're flooding their arms at their players like, we told you, don't leave her open. So she's doing well. She had 19 points tonight. She played the entire game. So, you know, she did a good job. You know, at the end of the day, is like I said, I thought that, you know, we didn't play well, but I thought we really played hard, and down the stretch we were scrambling, we were trapping. I thought we got ourselves in some positions to get our hands on some balls that were live in the possession.
She played all but seconds. Like, why'd you leave her in so long? Do you think you needed her at the end of the game to try and make some key shots?
Yeah, she's like one of our best players, and she's going to play that minutes. It's like Alexis played 39 minutes. So we need those players on the court when we're behind and we're making plays, and she did a very good job the whole time on the court. She didn't look tired, and I thought she played, actually, she looked pretty good. I think this almost been the best I've seen her look in a game this season physically. So I thought she looked great.
Do you think Miami changed the way they were defending her at all in the second half?
No, she got 20 shots, so she got looks. So I don't think they did anything differently. I thought that she got looks, and we ran some stuff. They got some body on some screens and got her open. So she did her thing, and she did a good job. I thought our players did a very good job of getting her open.
Coach, with Slim averaging such low numbers, what's the incentive behind continuing to start her over Taylor Ford, who seems to come in with a presence down low?
Well, I think that people get caught up just in that starting, because it doesn't matter if she's playing 10 minutes and somebody else is playing most of the minutes. It doesn't matter who starts the game. If Taylor starts the game and plays 30 minutes and she plays 10 minutes, there's really no difference. And at the end of the day, it's about balance. You know, you bring lineups off the bench for insert people in the game. Taylor can play the 2, 3, 4, and 5 for us. Isabella can't play all four positions. So if my 2 gets 2 fouls, I can put Taylor in at the 2. My 5 gets 2, I can put Taylor in the 5. She gets 2, put her in the 4. So it's really more about lineups and matchups than it is about who's starting and who's finishing. I think people may get caught up in the handshake routines and think that's the do all be all. And I don't think that's important. We don't run our program by starters. We got 7 of them, and that's what we do.
Anything else for you? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.